Hello everyone, welcome to this little bit different review video about this Orbitgear backpack. As mentioned in my previous video, I'm currently working a big freelance project that doesn't give me a lot of time and room in my schedule to make YouTube videos. However, I have been using this Orbitgear backpack for the past 3 weeks every single weekday for work, and I wanted to show you my loadout, my thoughts about this bag, and give you this a little bit different review video about this backpack. Alright, so this is the Orbitgear R102-ADV MK23 CLAMSHELL, and I have to read it from the website because honestly, Orbitgear, you make very difficult bag names, and as you noticed in the introduction, I didn't know how this bag is called. I just call it Orbitgear because the naming scheme of Orbitgear is, in my humble opinion, a little bit difficult, at least difficult to remember. And right from the start, I can tell you I really like this backpack. Orbitgear in general has this kind of like futuristic, cyberpunk, dystopian kind of vibe, at least in my eyes. It kind of reflects in this backpack as well with the X-Pack material, these splash water guard YKK zippers and all of the buckles where you can attach stuff and hardware. For instance, this G-hook is a combination of plastic and aluminum, and it's overall a very cool aesthetic in my humble opinion. And opposed to many other bags, this is not squarish shape, but rather kind of like, and I mean this in a very positive way, kind of like a turtle shell. It has rounded edges or beveled corners and rounded edges, and I actually use this on my commute on the motorcycle a lot and noticed that the shape actually has a very good aerodynamic property that makes wind drag or side winds not as much noticeable as I would have anticipated with the overall shape and size of the bag. The website actually doesn't really tell me the exact volume capacity, but I would say that this is about 28 liter to 32 liter volume capacity, especially considering all of the stuff that I put inside that I will get to in a minute. Back to the overall shape of this bag. As mentioned, this is kind of like a turtle shell, so keep in mind this has like a beveled, rounded bottom with this. I'm not sure if this is actually leather or this is faux leather, but because it's rounded, the bag will not stand on its own. And please bear with me, I just came from work, so this is everything that I have in work. So bear with me, I'm not really sure what kind of material this is, but I would say this is kind of like a vegan or faux leather. Overall, the build quality of this backpack is amazing. It's really high quality. The X-Pack material, the YKK zippers, here is some water guard zippers, here are big beefy YKK zippers. All of the stitching is amazing, and I'm very confident that if you buy this, this will hold up a lifetime. This is built like a tank, however it's not that heavy and it's not uncomfortable to carry. As a matter of fact, this is really comfortable to carry. These shoulder straps are medium padded. It's not, some backpacks have a lot of padding, then it is soft, but it kind of gets in your way and it's uncomfortable in terms of moving it around. But this is a good middle ground. You have load lifters that I didn't really use, to be honest. On the strap ends you have strap and organizers, and the bag felt very comfortable to carry around walking, but also on a motorcycle with a lot of protective gear in the jacket. The back panel is soft, and in the beginning with my motorcycle jacket with the protective armor in the shoulders and in the back, the shoulder straps had to wear in a little bit because obviously there's a big hard thing on my shoulders, and this had to mold a little bit to the protective gear inside the motorcycle jacket. But now this backpack is extremely comfortable and almost not noticeable on my back when I'm riding a motorcycle or when I'm walking around. Staying to the back, here is a small back pocket that I used for my extra wallet. I currently have it in my motorcycle jacket, so it's not in here, but great protective pocket for your essentials or important stuff. You have a luggage pass through, And yeah, continuing with the front. What I can say before I go into this backpack, this bag has so many compartments. You have a compartment here, a quick access with a key leash. Then you have another one mirrored on the other side. Then a quick access compartment in the front where I store USB-C hub, and able carry Joey pouch where I have some stuff like eye drops, band-aid, deodorant, stuff like that I need in the office basically. And I store that in this quick access pocket in the front. And you have so many pockets with zippers, and this is one of the downsides of the bag. As a matter of fact, maybe the only downside that I currently can think of is there are so many zippered pockets, compartments and zipper pulls that in the beginning I honestly had difficult time to keep zipper pockets apart or know where I put what item. Therefore, I never used these pockets, because why I used these instead of using this one if I had to kind of remember, oh, where did I put that specific small item? Did I put it on the left or on the right side, or is it in this main front quick access compartment? Therefore, I actually never used these two side pockets. Moreover, you have side zippers here, and you have one on this side and one on this side. However, one of those two zippers is a side access to the main compartment, while the other one is another quick access compartment. So in the beginning I had to remember, okay, was the access to the main compartment on the left or on the right side? Again, it's a little bit overwhelming in terms of the amount of compartments and zippers that you can see. Obviously, if you like to organize all of your items, you get so many pockets, slots and compartments. For my personal taste, it's too much because it overwhelms me and I tend to forget where I put which item in which zipper pouch. Once I get into the main compartment, you will also see what I mean. But if you like all of that stuff, this is amazing. Then you have plenty of space to store all of your stuff. Before I go into the main compartment, you have a laptop compartment slot back here, which is very well padded. I have a tablet here because I noticed when I am at work, I get a big editing workstation and I usually do not need to bring my laptop, so I bring my tablet. However, I just recently purchased the Fold 5 and noticed I can do 100% of my work that is not editing based on my phone. So I got the Fold 5 and I probably don't need to bring my tablet in the future. I will do a review on this and a workload out video in the future. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss that video. So this is, yeah, a laptop compartment that also fits other stuff. I have a little beanie here, a little thing for my motorcycle helmet when it rains, but that's basically it. You only can put like flat items in here. The thing that I do not like on this laptop slot, the zippers are kind of reversed. You know, usually you have two zippers and you open it like this and it opens. On this one, it's actually reverse kind of. You have one zipper on this side and one zipper on this side, and which zipper you use doesn't matter, you can open it up. So it's kind of reversed. When you bring the two zippers to this, you have basically openings on the left and on the right. So you're not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to use one side to open up the laptop compartment. This is okay, but also just like the amount of compartments kind of needs you or forces you to rethink some of your muscle memory. So let's go into the main compartment. And as I said, I just came from work and this is everything that I brought every single day for the past 3 weeks. This is, I would say, 80% clamshell opening backpack. So usually when I say clamshell, fully clamshell opening, it goes up to here and then you can open it up like this. But this is kind of like 75% clamshell. And here again, we have what I said about too many compartments. You have one zippered pocket here, another one, and another one here. So plenty of space to organize all of your small items. But to me, this is too much. There's such a high chance that I either forget something inside, or I just need too much time to actually think about where did I put which item. Did I put it here? Did I put it here? Or did I put it here? I don't know. That is why I personally find it too much in terms of amounts of compartments, of zippered compartments in this bag. It kind of overwhelms me a little bit. So what do I have inside? It is summer, although it is, at the time being, it is September and it's not summer anymore, and we actually had very cold days in August. However, now in September we have very hot days. Nevertheless, I like to bring a small jacket because I don't like air conditioning. When it's cold inside, I run around with a t-shirt or with bottom up, and then sometimes it gets too cold, so I always bring another small light jacket. This is one from Topo Design, just to keep me a little warm. And as you can tell, you can fold it up, but this does occupy some volume, and this will show you how much stuff you can fit inside. Then I love working at home. I prefer working at home, and when I now went back to the office, and every time going out to lunch, I noticed, damn, that's so expensive. So after the third day, I started bringing my own lunch to work. That is why I brought this little case. I washed this before doing this video because I don't want to show you like a dirty box with food. I'm not sure what the size is. I would say this is about the size of, in height of a milk carton and in width of 1.5 milk cartons. Then I have insulated coffee mug, because I know this sounds a little bit too picky, but I don't like the coffee in most offices. So I make my own coffee at home and I fill it up with coffee and bring it to the office. And once this is empty, I wash it out as clean as possible. And then I just drink water out of this mug. And this is a 700 milliliter insulated coffee mug. Also, as you can tell, this is a lot of stuff that I put inside, or that occupies this space. Then I have my Evergoods Cap 2 liters pouch. Review in the info tab above. This is amazing to organize all of my essentials for work, like my Logitech MX Master, my extended EDC where I have cables, phone charger, a power bank from Shargeek, also a review in the info tab above. Usually I have my MacBook Pro charger in here, but since I don't bring my MacBook Pro charger, I put just the extended EDC inside and a bunch of cables in this part. A Moleskine notebook for taking notes for client feedback. I usually prefer typing, but I notice whenever I'm talking to a client, for me it's faster to use pen and paper to jot down the feedback that my client gives me. So this is the Evergoods Cap 2 liters. Great organizer pouch, but also, as you can tell, a lot of space. Then my mechanical keyboard. This is the Timber that I customized with Gateron yellow switches and custom keycaps. And I prefer using my own keyboard when editing, especially when a lot of people use the keyboard, it gets a little bit grimy. So I'd rather bring my own keyboard, and mechanical keyboards are so satisfying to work with. Also a review about this keyboard in the info tab above. And this, before you ask, this case actually came with this Timber keyboard. And I don't think that you can actually buy it by itself, but the keyboard, highly recommendable. Then I have a windbreaker jacket when I'm on the motorcycle, because on a motorcycle, it's actually not the temperature that determines if you get cold or hot, but actually the wind does make such a difference. If you have an outside temperature of, let's say, 20 degrees, if you ride on the highway, the wind actually makes it feel like it's 15 or 13 degrees Celsius. So having a windbreaker underneath your motorcycle jacket helps a lot. And as mentioned, it is still summer, or at least way hotter than in August right now. So there is a high potential that I sweat. So I always bring like a second shirt if I sweat a little bit too much, so I can change my clothing. And that's about it. That's everything that I have in this Orbitgear. And as you can tell, this is a lot of items. This is a lot of stuff. Oh, by the way, there is some MOLLE, like in Goa backpacks, in the back panel. So in theory, you could attach some additional pouches. You also have little slots for water bottle pocket. I never used these for this because I just noticed it's just easier to just drop that in. So if I pack this out again, keyboard in here, Evergrid's cap 2 liter in here, my windbreaker jacket, so like this. Then my food box, the Turbo Design warm jacket, and then close it up, and that's it. As you can tell, this is so much stuff that I can fit inside. And bottom line, very well made backpack, very good looking, kind of technical, dystopian, cyberpunky. It is up to you if you like this kind of style. Very spacious, very comfortable, and again, very well made. And obviously you have a lot of stuff dangling down here, but you have strap-in organizers for these compression straps, for instance, and I can highly recommend this bag. Only downsides, as I mentioned, too many compartments that kind of overwhelm you. For those of you who always look for this does not stand up on its own due to its shape. It will flop over. But other than that, in my humble opinion, no other negatives. I love this backpack. I can highly recommend it if you like the look, if you want that much capacity and a backpack that in my humble opinion lasts a lifetime, then I can highly recommend this Orbitgear backpack. Also, I have been riding with this in the rain and nothing inside got wet. So keep that in mind. Rain, on a motorcycle, on the highway, everything inside stayed dry. So, what do you think about this backpack, and what do you think about this cyberpunk kind of feel with the X-Pack, all of the straps and stuff like that? What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. And like always, if you have any more questions about this bag or any other questions, comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell icon underneath so you won't miss next videos. Also check out my Instagram, second channel and podcast where I have episodes every second week at You Know The Bow. Stay safe and healthy everyone, and I see you in the next videos. Thank you very much.